My name is ZJTrayGaming, and I'm back with this. Okay, hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zach. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Just to make poems every day? I mean, when I turned in a poem for my school, I got like a good good grade on it. So, I mean, I guess I can do this. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Okay. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in the club room. Natsuki, find yourself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated Maki. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Zach always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yes, I'm having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Is that so? Like, we have a pyromaniac here. There should be like security guards, right? Security guards that look over the school. She's like under warrant because she almost burned down her house. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Zach can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Oh no. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Okay. Sayori sounded made it like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Okay. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? What kind of moves is my character making here? Like, seriously? Okay, yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even though you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being... Oh. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down on the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related myself by this? I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that. It's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. That's right. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's talking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Isn't that why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things, okay? I cannot but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Okay, whoa, close up. Ooh-ah. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Wait, what? This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me. Okay. It's what I do best. Okay, that's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Okay, that's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. How is that a secret? I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Run fingers down the top of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. Mine is hard to. See? And then any little chance it just falls over. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody will ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. You suck. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Ha ha ha. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. That's close. That's a close up. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means... okay. Don't say that. Don't say that. YouTube! Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's buttoned up blazer like that? But it is so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That was a weird conversation. don't like these. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I mean, that's logic, but it's not smart or good logic. It's just bad logic. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. I don't like... So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Zach, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from Spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'm gonna save. I think this is important. Maybe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he jumps, cause he will. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he jumps, cause he will. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. She'll be only fair if I shared mine with her first. If it's about what I expected from someone like you, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically... Do you want to get smacked? Whoa, violence. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Alright. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? 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 Like that's really a mystery? I mean, it's a poem. I think if I was like a literacy teacher, I would be like, that passes for a grade, but what? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because what was that supposed to mean? Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I mean, I guess it kind of does. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yeah, that's the whole point. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. It's not really. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I guess that's right. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. You're not a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, and I won't take that away from her. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, just talk about the toe, okay. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really got anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and if they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finishes her train of thought, as her demeanor totally changes. Okay. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Yeah, she's biased. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem? Please. I would love to share my thought process behind it. Smiles dreamily if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Alright, let's see. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It is. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood this test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green light of the future. I bathe. What? I calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. What? What? All I could understand is, I could barely even read it. I'm not that good of a script reader. I'm more of a script writer. I didn't even know. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because I can't understand it and I can't read it. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. Yeah, usually everything's in print. Like this. The text right here, it's in print. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Oh, fantastic. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. Extremely descriptive. I don't even know what was going on. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing poems, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zach. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in your last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. I didn't even know what was going on. All I know was, science. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, that makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Eyes are closed. Alright. Bubbling bunch of fun. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Zach. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that it's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Zach poem. Yay! And that makes it feel extra special. Fun, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. What? You're so weird. Yeah, you're weird. Weirdo. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Which reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yes, I think she glanced over that. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Zach, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thank you, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that, then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I like a bluff. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's funny. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. She just wrote, I want breakfast. 100%. She waited to write this. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Of course. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It wasn't. It was expressive. And I guess that's the whole point of this. It came out nice. Or how I should put it. It sounds like just like you. Really. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. Eehee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Next time I will not forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Last of the bunch. Hi. Hi, Zach. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Sorry I had to pause it, guys. My nose was itchy. Alright. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, alright? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry, Zach. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. What? Okay, yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and really different. Well, that may be the case. Maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem. Vibe check. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Aha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Aha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way. I get it. Well, let's read it then. Alright, hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole into infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Whoa. Descriptive. So what do you think? It's very freeform, yeah. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. And performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? What's that? What'd you get? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep repeating the same stuff for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's right. So just move your hand. Go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So what now? Phew. I guess that's everyone. What do we do now? What's now? I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Uh-oh. I think we might have a feud. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Ooh, there's a feud happening here. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking forward to suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Shiori liked it, and Zach did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. I'm gonna eat my tricks. There's something about to happen here, which I haven't yet. And Zach liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh no! Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, it's a feud. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Zach appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cute. Oh my god! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... I can't read that on YouTube. I cannot. I'm gonna get yelled at. Natsuki, that's a little... Yeah, you can't say that. It doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned to me as they just noticed I was standing there. Zach, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not having to force figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Zach? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be... I don't know what to put here. Sayori, help me. Natsuki... So instead of Yuri's expression so defensive that I cannot bring anything to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Zach? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Ooh. Ouch! She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her... Oh. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why no one likes... Stop! That music just cut. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And you're... They're the same. I'm just here under the psychological horror aspect. I didn't get dragged into this to see that. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Aha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? I guess so. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica swallows sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Yeah, my stomach's fine. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Zach, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Zach, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. He. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Cannot really say I am not enjoying it either. Okay. Sayori, what about what happened? And what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? I don't hate them. It's confused. I just wanted your opinion. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Zach, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But thanks to you, getting along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. Every day is gonna be so much fun. Ugh. Like I say, Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to... We'll just have to see what the future holds. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode if you want to see more of this story develop. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring-a-ding-ding-dong that bell for all notifications so you get notified of all of my series coming out and all of that. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.